So welcome, everyone. Glad you could make it. How many do we have on screen, Vicki?
6.
6? All right, that's good. Working. Starting next Tuesday, we'll be here in person again. And we're probably going to go back to Tuesday being a little bit more strength oriented, not fast moving. I don't do that power yoga thing where you're just constantly going from one pose to the next, and you can't even take a breath. But a little more strength in the Tuesday class, and then Friday a kinder, gentler class, I guess you could call it. Sometimes. But
tell the people on screen that you're still going to have.
it's still going to stream. Yeah, we'll put it out there for the rest of the folks who are either out of town or prefer to do it at home. So looking around, I think we're good. The lights are off. The temperature feels good. So let's all just kind of settle down to practice for the next hour. You have nowhere to go and nothing to do except to be right here, right now, in your body and in what you feel. So take a deep breath in. And then open the mouth and let it go. And another big, long, deep breath. And exhale. Now just let the breath move in and out. Starting with the face and the neck, go all the way down to the fingertips and toes. Release. Feeling that connection. Deepening the breath here, 3-part breath. Moving the air gently to the belly, then the middle chest and upper chest. And expansion and contraction in the body. And exhaling, take one more deep breath in. And exhale. So practicing your yoga, taking care of yourself, be mindful, be kind, be gentle. Find sensation, not pain. Ah, yes. Good. Lift up tall. Draw the shoulders back. And we'll start with the hands out to the side, fingertips down on the floor. And turn the palms to the ceiling as you inhale, reaching out and then upward. And turn the palms out and exhale. Inhaling strong through the arms. And exhale. And you can do these moves with your breath, not mine, if you choose. With one more time, bringing the arms up. And bring the right hand down, arc over to your right. Be nice to the neck, face soft. Big, long, deep breaths. Inhaling, bring the right hand up. And exhale the left hand. Inhaling, left hand up. Exhaling, again, reaching wide, fingers spread. And the arms come down. Inhale the shoulders to the ears and then take the points of the shoulders back and down. Not so much a sway in the back, but the chest moving forward. Move the head, the neck stays relaxed. And release, inhaling, bring those shoulders up. And take the points of the shoulders back and down. And let that one go. And one more time, lifting the shoulders. Pressing those shoulder blades toward the center. One more deep breath. And exhale. You're going to bring the arms wide, point the fingers up toward the ceiling, and then you press out through the heels of the hands. Arms are strong and straight, fingers spread. Palms toward the floor, fingers and thumbs together or fists, and roll those fingers down toward the floor. And open the hands wide, turn the palms toward the front, and bring the hands together out in front. Keep the shoulders back as you reach forward through the fingers. And on your inhale, let the hands rise up. Bring the gaze straight ahead, draw the arms back. And exhale, and bring the hands down. Good, some gentle movement here. Gently move the head. And you can take one ear over toward one shoulder and then gently the other ear to the other shoulder. A lot of crinkles and things going on in my neck. It just happens to be what my neck does, I guess. Good. Bring the left hand across to the outside of the right thigh, right hand behind, lifting tall, exhale, and twist to the right. And coming back to center, gentle twist to the left. And coming back to center. Let's go to the right, extending that right arm, reaching back. And coming back to center and extend and twist to the left. And coming back to center. Take a deep breath in and exhale. So bring the arms wide and the left arm comes across, the right hand comes under and up to the left shoulder. Just gently drawing that arm in. And inhale the arms wide. And now the right arm across and the left hand up to the right shoulder. And open wide. And exhale the hands down. Yeah, okay, so let's come down onto our backs. And you can have something under the back of your head if you choose, a little bit of a support for the head if that if you need that or if you want that. Bring your feet all the way into the hips, knees up to the ceiling. And we'll do some hip rocks. So exhaling, you press the low back down and rock the hips up toward the ceiling. And as you inhale, lift the belly up, but you don't actually lift the hips off the mat. Just push the belly up to the ceiling. Exhaling the low back into the mat. And inhaling, belly lifts. Two more, exhaling. And inhaling. Last one, exhale. And inhale. Coming back to that neutral spine, take the arms wide, palms down, and the feet are hip width, and just let the knees fall over to the right. And let your gaze drift over to the left. And now just release here. Let the knees settle a little bit closer down toward the floor. Breathe to the hips. Bring the knees up to the ceiling, and now the knees go left and the gaze right. Bring the knees back to the ceiling. With the left foot on the floor or the left leg extended, bring the right knee into the chest and just draw it in. Circle the toes. And point the toes and flex. And point and flex. And point and flex. And take that right knee up and over toward the right shoulder. So really opening the hips here. One deep breath. And then the knee comes up, back up to the ceiling with the right hand, extend the left arm, and with the right hand, open the knee out to the right. And bring that knee to the ceiling, and now cross the right knee over the left thigh. So you'll need to straighten the left leg if it's not already straight. Extending the right arm, and with the left hand, draw that right knee toward the left shoulder. Release, breathe to the hips here. Keep the knee bent. And take the right knee back to the ceiling. Gently bring the right foot down to the mat. Extend the right leg. Turn the toes out. Palms turn up. Take a deep breath. Notice sensations in the right hip, the right leg. Still long, deep breaths. Bring the left knee into the chest, hug it in. So the hip bones are on the mat. You're drawing that left knee up toward the chest. Circle the toes. Point, reflex, and point, reflex, and point, reflex. And take that left knee over toward the left shoulder. Still pressing the hip bones to the mat. And bring the knee to the ceiling with the left hand. Take that knee out to the left. Hip bones stay on the mat, shoulder blades on the mat. And the left knee to the ceiling, and cross the left knee over the right thigh. Coming onto the right hip. Right hand draws that knee toward the right shoulder. Breathe, release. And bring that left knee back to the ceiling. Left foot comes down. Bring both feet together, the arms of the feet, the knees wide. Turn the palms up. Bring the knees to the ceiling, both knees come into the chest. Here again, you're drawing the knees toward the shoulders, but the hip bones are on the mat. Now ease a little bit with the knees, gently rock side to side. You can draw circles. Bring both feet down to the mat, stretch the legs long, and bring the arms behind. We're going to stretch the right side. So as you inhale, press through the right heel, really reaching back through the right fingertips. And then exhale, release on the right. And as you inhale, stretch the left heel, the left fingertips reaching. And exhale and release. Take a deep breath in. And exhale. Come into cactus arms, elbows straight out from the shoulders, fingers pointing behind. Finding that opening in the shoulders, in front of the shoulders. Now bring the fingers up toward the ceiling, just kind of rolling the hands up to the ceiling, and then let the hands kind of drop down toward the front of the mat. Towards your feet, toward the feet. Now bring the fingers back to the ceiling and back to cactus arms. And one more time, bring the fingers up to the ceiling, and then the hands fall down, drop down to the floor, fingers pointing toward the front of the mat. Good. Stretch the feet long, legs long, arms behind. Walk the feet toward the right corner or the right edge of the mat. Cross the left ankle over the right. We're moving to banana to the right, grasping the left wrist. And then release the wrist, bring the feet to center and over toward the left edge. Cross the right ankle over the left. Grasp the right wrist. Hip bone, shoulder blades on the mat. And release the wrist, bring your feet back to center. Again, come to that reclining cobbler. Okay, bring the knees up to the ceiling, bring the hands behind the knees. And then gently rock up and back. A little core strength here as you come up the next time. Come to that balance. Yeah. Takes core strength to do that. Come to your Navasana. One more breath. Good. Bring the feet down and then come forward. This is diamond or butterfly. And just release the head toward the feet. Breathe to the low back. And as you inhale, gently round. Yes. So swing the feet around, come into the table. We're just going to do a gentle movement here with one leg and then the other. So take the right leg and just extend that with the knee bent. Take that leg out to the right and then bring that foot behind, straightening the leg behind. Level the sacrum. So the sacrum is flat now, and then bring that knee down. Take the right knee with the knee bent out to the right. Lifting, take it behind. Flatten the sacrum. Flex the foot. And then bring the right knee down. 2 more times. So taking the knee out, lift it. Take that leg behind. Point those toes down. Level the sacrum. Bring the right knee down. Last one. Take that knee out to the right. Foot behind. Straighten that leg. Flatten the sacrum. Strong through the heel. And then bring the right knee down. Take a breath. Do a couple of cat-cows here. Now take the left knee out to the left, lift it. Pop in my hip, take that foot back, Flatten the sacrum strong through the heel. Bring the left knee down. Get that left knee out to the left. Lift it. Take that knee back or that leg back. Knee comes down. Take it to the left. Lifted. Take it back. Knee down. Last one. Take that knee out. Take it back. And bring that knee down. Good. Open the knees a little wide. Take the hips back. Cross the arms. Find your resting pose. That particular flow or movement is great for the IT band. It's good for the piriformis. So coming back up into table, bring that right foot to the front of the mat. See if you can move that right heel just ahead of the right knee. Back knee down. Onto fingertips, if you can comfortably get there. Good, all right. And you're working to get the shoulders higher than the hips or the hips lower than the shoulders, depending on how you look at it. Fingertips are back even with the heel of the right foot. So this is good. Now you just gently, gently move that right knee a little closer to the front of the mat. And if you, I recommend that you have one hand on either side. So yeah, not going to work. Doesn't go to work for you? Okay, then you do it your way. Good, all right. Just breathe here, finding that opening. And if you want a little bit more, you can turn those right toes out, bring both hands to the inside and come down to a runner stretch. That's just another way to do it. The other, even more, is to curl the back toes, lift the back knee, and come down into a low runner stretch, but make it work for you. So whatever works best for you. The one that I really like the best is just plain all low lunge. Good, now straighten that front leg. Bring the hands back, press the toes down into the mat. So you keep a bend in that knee, which is going to happen when you keep the foot flat on the mat. That's a good thing. And then gently release the head down toward that right knee. Flex the right foot, pointing the toes up to the ceiling. Drawing the right hip back and breathe. Coming forward, back up onto fingertips. Let the hips settle toward the mat. Lift the gaze straight ahead. So the heart's moving toward the front of the mat. And now take that right knee back beside the left. Back to your table. And the hips move back toward the heels. Find your resting pose, either hero or child's pose. Wisdom is another name for child's pose. Good. Come back into table and bring the left foot to the front of it. And way up there. Again, onto fingertips. Now gently, gently move that left knee toward the front of the mat, releasing the hips forward. Shoulder blades on the back. And whatever variation you want to use on this is fine. Runner stretch, knee lifted or not. Now straighten that leg. Press the toes down into the mat. Draw the left hip back, and you can release the head toward the left knee. Flex that foot. And coming back forward into that low lunge. Fingertips, lift the gaze, heart toward the front of the mat, shoulder blades on the back. And then take the left knee back beside your right. Find your resting pose. Notice all those sensations going on in the hips. Come back up into table. Curl the toes, lift into downward facing dog. Just curl the toes, hips lift straight up to the ceiling. Bend the knees, press the heart back toward the bent knees. And then gently press one heel toward the mat and then the other. Lift the right foot high, the right leg high. Lift it as high as it'll go. Now bend the knee and take the foot out to the left. Flex the foot. And you can look underneath the right arm. Lift that right knee toward the ceiling. Good. Take that right foot back, lift it high. And now bring the right foot down, bring the knees down to the mat into your resting pose. Back into table. Curl the toes. Hips lift. Press back. One heel and then the other into the mat. Lift the left leg high. Lift it as high as it will go, strong through the lifted leg. Bend the knee, take the foot to the right. Look under the left arm. Lift that left knee to the ceiling. Lift the left foot up, straight behind you. And then bring the left foot down, bring the knees down. Resting pose. Good. Open the knees a little wide. Walk the hands toward the front of the mat. And now as you inhale, come up and forward into knee plank. Bend the elbows and gently lower down to your belly. Yeah, beautiful. Come into your Sphinx, elbows under the shoulders or elbows wide if there's too much pressure on your low back. Lifting your gaze. And bring the left arm across, come onto the left hip. Bend the right knee, reach back to the foot. And then bring that right knee on top of the left. Release the foot, bring the hand to the inside, take hold of the big toe with your fingers, take the right foot to the ceiling.
You can use a strap if your arms are too short. And bring the right hand down to the mat. Keep the right foot lifted, strong through the heel, and slowly lower that foot down on top of the left foot. Point the toes, lift that foot back up, flex and lower, and point and lift, and lower, 3, 2, 1, and down. Good. Stay strong through the left arm. Keep the toes pointed to the side. And now lift that right leg straight up, not real high, just to lift it up. Point the toes and make circles with that foot. And then lower the right foot down on top of the left. And come back into Sphinx. Take the breath. And now bring the right arm across. Come onto the right hip. Bend the left knee into the foot. Quad stretch. Stack the knees. Be gentle. Release the foot, bring the hand to the inside, to the big toe. Lifting the left foot to the ceiling. And bring the left hand down, strong through the heel of that left leg, your left foot, slowly lower. Point the toes and lift. Flex and lower. Point and lift. And flex and lower. 3, 2, 1, and down. And get long here. Toes point to the side. Lift the left leg. Point the toes, make circles with that leg. And then lower the left leg down on top of the right. And gently come back to Sphinx. Take the elbows wide and just lower yourself down, right side of the face to the mat. And the left side of the face. And bring the hands under the shoulders. Gently lift back up into table. Good. Bring the feet around to the front. So we haven't done forward fold here, so let's go ahead and do seated forward fold. Get tall. Point the toes back toward your face. Keep a bend in the knees. Good. Exhale and fold. Use a strap here if you choose, or find something to hold on to. You can hold on to the ankles, the shins, reach out to the bottoms of the feet if that's okay with you, for you. But put the belly on the thighs. And then release the head toward the knees.
And as you inhale, gently round up. Ah, yes. And bring that left foot to the inside of the right thigh. And go ahead and fold. You can fold between the knees or over the straight leg. And now inhale and round up. Take the left knee toward the ceiling. Cross that foot over to the outside of the right leg. Extend the right arm, and then take the right elbow to the left knee, twisting it to the left. Draw that knee across the body. Stay tall. And breathe. And coming back to center. Release. Extend that left leg. Take a breath. And then bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. Lift up and exhale and fold. And as you inhale, lift up, take the knee up, cross the foot over. Left elbow to the left or to the right knee, twisting right. And come back to center, release. Good, one more time into a forward fold. Inhale, come on up, hands behind the knees, come down to your back. Yes. Bring the right knee into the chest and hug it in. Get the right foot straight up to the ceiling. Strong through that leg, slowly lower the right leg down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down, take the left knee, bring it into the chest. Left foot straight up to the ceiling. Strong. Slowly lower. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And down. Both feet into the hips, arms wide. And take the knees to the right, gaze left. Knees to the ceiling, knees left, gaze right. Knees to the ceiling, both knees into the chest, gently rock. Both feet down to the mat, legs long, arms behind. Inhale deep, long, big stretch. And exhale into Savasana. Find the most comfortable resting pose that you have. Breath gently slows. Finding the connection with the earth. Relax the fingers and the toes. The feet and the hands. The legs and the arms. Hips and belly. Chest and shoulders. Face and the jaw. The softening and melt. Little movements, the fingers and the toes, wrists and ankles, elbows and knees. Stretch. And when you're ready, you can roll one side, gently coming up. Take a deep breath in. And let it go. Thank you for practicing. Have a great weekend. Namaste, the light in me honors the light in you. Thanks for being here. Be grateful for yourselves. You're doing this good stuff for you. Namaste.